Alleged pages from the live-action Powerpuff reboot on CW leaked on the internet today, then were swiftly removed. But don't worry, I got you covered. And yes, they were real. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and surprising news that will surprise no one. The Powerpuff pilot that the CW is putting together has now been pulled. For now. Apparently it's being reworked. But you remember the show. Here's a synopsis to the show that the CW is doing. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup used to be America's pint-sized superheroes. Now they're disillusioned 20-somethings who resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting. When the world needs them more than ever, will they agree to reunite? Well, it's not going to happen as soon as we thought. They were shooting this pilot. There were actually images that leaked. We got to see the cast in their wardrobe, but clearly they get back into the attire. And so everyone was not looking forward to the show. Let's be honest. I'm sure some people were, but most people out on the internet were very frustrated by this idea and by the synopsis of like, ugh, last thing we need are moody, grown-up, millennial Powerpuff Girls. It sounded awful. Well, we can confirm it was indeed awful. The script pages have leaked, and now I can offer exclusive that yes, they were real. Sources close to me, sources who have confirmed a lot of things for me, have said yes, the pages out there were in fact real pages. Now, they're getting pulled all off the internet, so I can't show you the pages. I will, though, read you some of the summaries of the pages so we can get through them without, I guess, this video getting pulled, because I don't want CW to come get me. All right, now before I get to the pages, not to bury the lead, let's talk about what the CW said was their reason for pulling this show. Look, at least they admitted, they admit that this was a problem. Here's the cast. Dove Cameron, Chloe Bennett from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Yana Peralt were the stars of the show. They basically had this come out in like a bigger piece about CW shows in like a one line that it was being reworked, but now the CW's Mark Pedowitz has confirmed more specific, like more detailed. The reason we do pilots is sometimes things miss. This was just a miss, he said during the CW's upfront press call on Tuesday. We believe in the cast completely. We believe in Diablo Cody and Heather, the writers. In this case, the pilot didn't work. Surprise, surprise. Reading some of these pages that I saw, it's awful. I'm trying to get more. I really want to get the whole thing, so stay tuned. If you haven't already subscribed here, we get lots of scoops over here. I had a whole crew member from Batwoman clue me in a lot. So make sure you hit that button, hit the bell for alerts, smash the like button, leave your thoughts down below. Were you going to give this show a shot? What were your thoughts? Let me know. But stay tuned, because I might get more exclusive intel about this script that now will never be. I hope someday this episode leaks too, because I'd love to see, but I'm sure they're going to keep us on under lock and key for a while. But to be fair, at least the CW head is acknowledging, yeah, this was a miss. I don't know why they needed to shoot a pilot to figure that out, and I don't know how they're going to rework it or repilot it to make it work without completely just doing it all over. We shall see. But as Fandom Wire reports as well, yeah, no longer alleged. Yes, these were the leaked script pages, and yes, they were weird, and they did feature a lot of, I got to be careful of not saying that word. Let's just call that cuddles, okay? Lots of cuddles. Because, you know, that's what it should have. But no, apparently extreme cuddles happening on this show. All right, so now, sorry I can't show you these pages because I saved them and they're getting pulled all over the internet. So I'm going to have to be a little vague here. This is just fan fiction, guys. You know, CW, leave me alone. Just fan fiction I'm reading that I put out there. If they happen to be real, then that's just, you know, an accident. Right, guys? So, yeah, leave me alone. Mm-hmm. All right, as I get my glass of water, let me give you a nice fan fiction read of the alleged script pages from Powerpuff. Bubbles. Look, we loved being Powerpuff Girls, but sometimes we wanted to be other things too. Like in Dirty Dancing, Baby wanted to join the Peace Corps, but she also wanted to be a fancy SLUT. And her dad didn't get it. Drake. Jerry Orbach was doing his best to understand. Interior, Powerpuff Girls' home. Hallway, Buttercup's room. Day. Blossom heads upstairs where the bumping sound continues from Buttercup's room, then abruptly stops. Blossom opens the door and finds Buttercup in bed with Macy, the woman she eyed at the bar the night before. They've just finished. Oh, Jesus. Blossom. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Buttercup. It's fine. To Macy. We're done, right? Macy. I'd say 6 times is enough. Ugh. Could you have, like, how do I make a louder ugh/eye roll than these pages? So, yeah, there are lots of cuddles on the show, allegedly, even more than even that we're reading. Here's another one where Buttercup screamed, "Bloss, wake up, or we'll leak your NUDES." I got to be careful. Sorry, YouTube sucks. Yeah, we'll leak your, everywhere. Off Bubbles confusion. That worked on you once. Oh, great. So they're having lots of cuddles. They're leaking private things. Great. Cool. These are Powerpuff Girls we know and love. Here's just a terrible line of dialogue. I can't believe this was written by someone that was paid to write. Like, you couldn't get a more... Hear it out. Ready? Bubbles. Blossom's fine. I saw her on Insta that she has a boyfriend. I saw on her LinkedIn that she got promoted, and I saw on Facebook that she still talks to Grandpa despite their political differences. Buttercup. Coming back here is probably triggering for her. Bubbles. Why? Because she's the one who killed Mojo? I mean, moveon.org? References, guys. Oh my God, it sounds awful. Like, awful, 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 awful. So, look, the fact that this is all out there, there's more coming, so stay tuned. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. But the fact that they're out there bumping upstairs, lots of cuddling, sleeping around with girls they meet in bars and not caring and leaking each other's photos. I mean, this sounds awful. God awful. So, yeah, I would say you're right, Mark. This was just a miss. Who wants to see the lovely little girls we've grown up with, the Powerpuff Girls, doing all this? Just like on Riverdale. Look, I'll say it. Nobody cares about Archie. No one cared about Archie or Jughead to know what they're up to. They're also, at least in high school, Powerpuff Girls are way too young to suddenly grow them up and be bouncing on beds, sleeping around with girls in bars. It's just too big of a leap for me. I'm sorry. That's not the property you take and do that with. What were you thinking? If you want to do sort of a grown-up version, you still got to keep them sort of childlike, I think, just from a humor standpoint, from the tone of the show. Otherwise, what are you doing? Or just make them kids. Play it down. I don't know. Why even do it in the first place? Why do we always have to beat these IPs to death? I'm so over it all. I'm sick of it. It's so frustrating. But my God, this sounds awful. This is so stupid, unfunny, badly written, no interest. So now, but actually I have to take that back. I have immense interest. If anybody out there worked on this show, has insight on the show, the pilot, or even has the pilot, please reach out to me on social media. If you're an insider on any network and you're watching this channel, hit me up privately. I never leak a source, ever. I take it to the grave. Never, ever, ever will I give up sources. So if you're out there and you got some more intel, hit me up. Hook me up. Let's talk Hollywood. Let's get the real information out there, shall we, everybody? But I have some sources who are working on getting me more intel. So make sure you hit that button. Follow me on the socials, etc. Stay tuned for more of this. And I'm curious, again, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Comment down below. Smash the like button, all that jazz. And tell me what you think of these pages that have come out that I can say... exclusive. They're real. Oh my God. Ugh. Stay tuned for more. It's Tuesday. It means we're live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking about this and so much more. Why don't you join us?